to all of you. We all know that India got its independence on 15 August 1947. But were the citizens actually free? Let me explain this with the help of a story. Once there lived a boy named Ramu. He lived in a small village. He was very intelligent. He loved studying and dreamt of becoming a teacher. But he had a problem. He belonged to a lower caste, so he had to suffer a lot. So, because of that, he was not allowed to enter many schools. And even if he was allowed, he was asked to sit in the corner of the classroom instead of the regular students. He was also treated less important in everything. All this treatment, not because he was bad, but there was no law to protect him. Not only this, there were many more problems in India that time. For example, the girls were not getting equal rights in education. There were a lot of tension between different communities due to India partition. Freedom of speech was missing, and so on. India was free, but not yet fair. But then India received a gift on 26th January 1950, and the gift was the Indian Constitution. It was given by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. It was like a rule book for our country. It said, India belongs to the people, not to a king, not to a queen, but to you, me, and all the Indians. So from that day onwards, India became a republic. Republic means the leader of the country is chosen by the people. The laws and the rules are made for the people. And the country is run by rules, not rulers. So, from that day onwards, Ramu could go to any school he wanted. He could sit wherever he wanted to. And he was treated equally in everything. Republic Day teaches us three big lessons. First is equality. Everyone is equal before the law, no matter where they come from, which occupation they do, how much money they have and they earn, what language they speak. Even if you are the class topper, you still have to stand in the line in the assembly, right? Second, responsibilities. Many freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh and Subhash Chandra Bose sacrificed their lives for the freedom of our country, not for us to sit in the house and watch reels and scroll for unwanted things on screen. They sacrificed their lives so that we could stay with freedom and dignity. They dreamed of an India which is strong, kind and honest, not an India where people break rules and say, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, सब चलता है. Their sacrifice reminds us that freedom comes with responsibility. Third, unity in diversity. Imagine, India is a big bouquet of flowers, and we all are flowers. Each flower has a different shape, size, color, and fragrance. But when they all come together, they look beautiful, right? Some of us may love pizza, some of us may love burgers, some love dosa, and some even love parathas. But when India plays cricket, we cheer up for one, Team India. Unity is our real strength. But Republic Day asks us one main question. It is very important. What kind of citizen am I? Being a good citizen does not mean to wave flag once a year. Nor it doesn't mean to come on the stage and give a big speech on Republic Day. It means to be honest, to be kind to people, to be strong, to respect our rules every day and love our country every day. We are children today, but we are the future of India, and the future must be responsible. So I would like to end with a powerful line. संविधान केवल कानूनों की किताब नहीं है. संविधान केवल कानूनों की किताब नहीं है. ये हमारे अधिकारों और सपनों की सुरक्षा है. संविधान है तो अधिकार है. अधिकार है तो भारत to be good citizens, kind humans, and proud Indians. Can we all do it? ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬಹುದೇ? ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್.
Everybody. My name is